What is up, people? Hope we're all doing well. Welcome back to more esports talk. Been a while since we've had CSGO drama. It's something I do miss covering on this channel. I wouldn't call it really that big of drama. I feel like sometimes I do overhype that. That's going to be a Stewie2k response to Nifty, and albeit very poorly timed with this video released by Rivalry. I will actually link the full video down below for all of you guys. Just let me preface by saying this video is actually several months old. They now just recently released a highlight clip of this on Twitter, and that's what Stewie eventually responded to. That being an interview and a question to Nifty about who is underrated and overrated. Now, the question and topic at hand was, of course, Liquid, and here's what Nifty had to say. Albeit, before we get into that, guys, remember the video is several months old, and I don't think his answer is that bad.
I would say Liquid is overrated. I think that they're a great team, and when they want to be, I think. Which is kind of disappointing, I guess, from maybe fan perspective or anything like that. But they struggle with their own problems outside the team. I mean, it's really tough to have a roster like that and like perform well together, cohesively all the time. You really have to like leave egos at the door. They face that worse than anyone. But obviously they have the ability to be the greatest NA roster of all time.
And then, of course, that video prompting a response from Stewie on Twitter. And again, when it comes time for releasing a video that's a few months old, not many people know that when you release a highlight clip. I would say still, though, I don't mind the response here from Stewie. I love a little fire from some North American teams out there. As Stewie did respond, though, maybe a bit heated. LOL, sounds like you're speaking out of your arse about us. Doesn't make sense that we don't want to be the best. We understand the meaning of being teammates, aka leaving egos out the door. Look yourself in the mirror. Eventually, it's Nifty responding as well, saying you don't want this smoke. And fun fact out there for any Envy or Liquid fans out there, the last time Envy took down Liquid in any map or series was 3 years ago in 2017. So that smoke, albeit whether or not it's present, I hope it's present this year. But to Nifty's defense, this clip is several months old. I don't think his answer was that egregious, except for the fact that, when it comes time for bringing up egos and talking about these players like this, it's just ironically timed. I don't think his answer was very hard, because when you ask a player out there a question of any team, whether they're underrated or overrated, there's not necessarily going to be a great answer when you ask about the good teams, right? Because many good teams are not going to be seen as underrated because we know they're already very good. And so it kind of forces these players into a very tough position. And he ends the video by saying they have potential to be the greatest North American team of all time. So keep that in mind. I would say this response is ironic, and this timing is ironic because now, many a months later, it's hard to look at Nifty through a good set of eyes because he talks about egos, leaving that at the door, and that was back on a former full Envy roster who now, bye-bye Android, bye-bye Fugly, who were mysteriously kicked from the roster supposedly by Nifty, who is orchestrating all of those moves. And here we have a clip that's 4 months old about him talking about egos. That's where I get the temper from the community and the response by this. Either way, I don't think either side is really that bad necessarily when it comes time for Stewie's response. When it comes time for Nifty's answer, neither are that bad to me. It just prompts more of a debate of people out there who are watching. What do you think about this kind of stuff? And I find it incredibly ironic that a clip that 4 months ago was totally fine now is rehashed. It is not so fine given the current Envy situation, which I've talked about way too many times here on this channel and would still love a response on. I'm not blaming anyone here. I do love the fire. I love the heat, especially when it comes to the North American teams, because we certainly need a fire like this more than ever. A more talkable topic out there was towards the latter half of 2019 and still into this year as well. We still have plenty of North American teams struggling. Liquid is certainly our best one, but still, when it comes time for anyone else, and even those two, were definitely oversaturated, overexhausted 2019. Can they re-show up in 2020 is definitely more of a topical topic. And on top of that, can Envy finally make a move with their new roster chosen supposedly by Nifty? I don't know. Bring us the smoke. Until next time, hope you guys all enjoy. I will have a CSGO video tomorrow, a very, very good one. As per usual, thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys back here soon.